Welcome to the 10-Minute Sprint, Episode 1, hosted by your man, Chang, aka The Energy, which you can find all the information, all the hot takes of FIBA 3x3 in just one place. As you already know, the World Cup just passed. 4 stops just happened when it came to the World Tour for men's, and the women's series has 10. So let's find out who the champions were, the MVPs, and any other news you want to get. Anyway, the 10-Minute Sprint is starting right now. Now, the FIBA 3x3 World Cup was held in Vienna for 2023, and I'm telling you, it was insane. 40 teams from all over the world representing their nation, 20 from the men, 20 from the women, competed to prove they're the best in the world. Now, with the men, what do we have? We had Serbia, United States, Latvia, Brazil, Netherlands, Austria, Poland, France, Switzerland, Lithuania, Belgium, Japan, Puerto Rico, Israel, Australia, Madagascar, Germany, Mongolia, Hungary, and Slovenia. For the women, we had United States, France, Australia, China, Germany, Canada, Austria, Spain, Japan, Czech Republic, Israel, Italy, Egypt, Brazil, Lithuania, Netherlands, Hungary, Mongolia, Poland, and Romania. When it came to the men's category, Serbia won their 6th World Cup title. And when it came in 2012, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2022, and now 2023, defeating the USA team in a nail-biter final. Now, Serbia had another Titan squad with veterans all around. We had Marko Branovic, Dejan Majstorovic, Strajina Stojicic, and Mihajlo Vasic. But in the finals, they did match up to what I call a new-faced USA team with no players like Canyon Barry, Kareem Maddox, Dylan Travis, but a newcomer. Now, this guy balled out. Jimmer Fredette. What? With less than 40 games under the half court under his belt, he's at like 29 3x3 games right now. He showed he belongs in 3x3, having a heartbreaking miss, a 2 right behind the arc. And as Kyle Montgomery, aka The Voice, would say, these goals ain't loyal. I'm telling you, it was in and out like a Kyrie crossover. And then Serbia took the gold, USA took the silver, and then Latvia took the bronze. And to keep it going, the MVP of the entire World Cup was none other than Dr. Strange himself, Strajina Stojicic, with 55 points, which joined the team of the tournament with, of course, Jimmy Fredette racking in 59 and Aris Meazes with a solid 49 points. Now, in the women's, what? USA won their first World Cup since 2014. It's 3rd overall. They've been winning a little bit with a nice addition with Cameron Brink. Now, aligned with Sierra Burdick, Lene Harper, and Haley Van Lith, they defeated last year's World Cup winners, France, with the exact same team. Miriam J. Kundade, also Letitia Guapo, Hortense Lemozon, and Marie Paget. That's a squad from France. And then USA took the gold, France took the silver, and also Australia, who also won the Asia Cup, won the bronze. To keep it going, Cameron Brink was named MVP for the women with less than 10 3x3 games underneath her belt and was joined with the team of the tournament with none other than Letitia Guapo from France and also Marina Whittle from Australia. Whittle was giving them kiddos. Like, I'm telling you, this chick can ball. And just to note, from USA, Sierra Burdick is the only woman with 2 3x3 World Cup titles. Just saying, this woman is a winner. And let's just do a little bit step back from the Serbian sensation, the one and only, the maestro Dejan Majstorovic, which let's go down his stats real quick. 5-time 3x3 World Cup winner, 3-time 3x3 Europe Cup winner, bronze medalist at the Olympics, 4-time World Cup winner, and he is on his way becoming a GOAT, or at least, maybe, if we don't have it already, the 3x3 Hall of Fame. Woo! This man is going out to Dushan Bullet. Shout out to one of the GOATs that ever played the game when we started this, like, what, almost how many years ago? This is crazy. I love 3x3, and we're going to keep it going. Now, special shout out to one of the hardest working teams in 3x3, Mongolia. Look, they went in the Asia Cup for the 2nd time, first in 2017. I love this team because they never back down, and they just get stronger and stronger. They always claw to get that first place, and when they finally get it, it's worth it because they put in that effort. Keep going, y'all. And the Australian women, we're going to get a little shout out to y'all too, because y'all won the Asia Cup twice, first in 2019 and again in 2023. Keep going, y'all. Now, just another reminder, 3x3 is back in the Olympics in 2024 in France. So all the teams that win at the 3 tiers when it comes to bronze, silver, and gold automatically punch their ticket for the Olympic qualifiers. And then they have a chance to represent their country, of course, for the Olympics. Who doesn't want to be part of those 5 rings? And France is going to be even more insane in Tokyo, so you better tune in. The FIBA 3x3 World Tour is now underway, and in 2023, we got 18 stops. 4 of them already happened. We went to Kuta Manila, Marseille, and Macau, and it's a pinnacle event for the FIBA 3x3 World Circuit Tour because they're giving away over $5 million in USD. Yo, the bag is there, and these players are playing for it, and all it's gonna do is get bigger. But as I just said, 4 Masters already happened. Let's break it down. Back in May, we had the opener in Utsunomiya, in which Oob took home the #1 spot, defeating Antwerp in a crazy battle. And you know who the MVP was? The one and only Dr. Strange, Trier Stojic. But then we go to Manila, and back-to-back Oob wins, taking out Futien. And who else is the MVP? Once more, Dr. Strange, Trier Stojic. And then these people just gotta keep going. Serbia is a powerhouse. They go for a three-peat in Marseille with the nail-biting match against Amsterdam. And we're gonna talk about Worthy de Jong and Trier Stojic scoring robbery, because those two was going back at it. I'm telling you, I just can't wait to see how they're gonna look at the end of the season, because they're gonna be bruised and battered, and there's gonna be some rivalry, baby. But as I just said, what they do? Three-peat. But the MVP was no other than Nemanja Baric. Yo, Baric's MVP was hitting a crazy Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater, but this was in the semifinals against Vienna. Top of the key, and it was wet, baby. I mean, doing all those bench presses is worth it, because this man is product. He is the Broly Saiyan of 3x3, but well-deserved MVP, man. And then the weekend of July 8th and 9th in Macau, they went past the hat trick. 4-time winning chance, baby. First place once again, Oob is saying, I'm taking out Lehman, another strong rivalry, and then Marko Brankovic takes the MVP. Man, oh man, I'm telling you, Oob is a problem. We only had 4 stops, and they took home all the bags. What? Almost $40,000 each stop. They are rolling, but they're getting that #1 spot so they can lock in the Jenna final. Now let's go back to those Maurice Lacroix buzzer beaters, because it's been going crazy back and forth. It's enough to give an astronaut anxiety. They're making mountain shakes when you watch them. It's insane. And we're going to talk about Macau once more, okay? Miami versus Ulaanbaatar. Jimmy Fredette, again, had a second chance of becoming the hero, sinks a mid-range with 4 seconds left against Ulaanbaatar. Now, an unsung hero rises to the top, a debut of a star on Ulaanbaatar, newcomer Marco Dugosia. Now, Dugosia sinks it at the buzzer beater, advancing Ulaanbaatar to the semifinals, and then the next game was even more crazy. But shout out to Ulaanbaatar, y'all keep fighting. Now, Miroslav Pasalic, aka Infrared, had the game in his sights. He hits a D2 to bring Riga to 19. Then Fred Flintstones, basic tiptoes, on an originally called Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater, but a smart challenge by Lehman. So now it's reversed. It is Riga and Lehman 2020. They're tied up, and guess what? A give and go goes to one of the only, a beautiful, fantastic layup to the only man that I can say is a true manimal, the one and only Mihailo Vasic. And he advances Lehman to the semis. And bro, these Maurice Lacroix buzzer beaters are just coming back and forth, back and forth. Do not take your eyes off any of these games, because you never know how it's going to end. Now, it is worth mentioning the one and only Worthy de Jong, because he's been delivering a crazy season so far. And by the way, the best scoring performance ever in the World Tour history, with 59 points in Marseille in just 5 games. What? This man is a true master of his craft. And that goes to show that he's averaging 12 points per game. A 3x3 game goes to 21. This man has scored over 50 points in one session, but that's over 50% of the points that you got to score. This is crazy. This man has been given the John Legend from Amsterdam. Yep, that green light. This man is pulling from everywhere. He's making great plays, but he is a scorer. And we're going to talk about the Striena-Worthy duel, because it's going to be epic throughout the entire season. And when we talk about Striena, he's been averaging over 34 points with every stop of the tour. He's been at 4 of them, all right? So it's 39, 35, 32, and 30. Worthy only been out of 2, and 2 of the Masters, he had 26 on 26, and the third one, 59 points. I mean, come on. This man is balling. And you know what? I can't wait to see them in the final, because definitely it's going to be a battle. Go to FIBA 3x3 for all dates and matches, and also check out the standings. And with the World Tour Finals in Jeddah this year, all you got to do is find out the top 12 teams, and those are the teams that are going to be qualified to play in that final. So many more tournaments are coming up. As I said, there are 18 stops. And here's the thing. The next one is going to be in July. Edmonton Masters is July 20th and 29th. Also, that's before the European stops in August, which is Prague, Busan, and Debrecen. Tune live on YouTube for FIBA 3x3 to watch these games. And also go to FIBA 3x3 on all social media platforms. Let's go. The women's series is getting bigger and better in 3x3, and I'm telling you, they're breaking records. In 2019, they had a high of 15 events, but in 2023, they have 23 events. That's what I'm talking about, girls. Let's keep it going. Now, 10 have already happened. Wuhan, Astara, Clermont-Ferrand, Shusha, Baudin, Orleans, Poitiers, Marseille, Netanya, and Fribourg. And they just broke another record. Is that they are giving away over $1 million in prize money. $1 million. That's what I'm talking about. The bag is going to the winner. Keep it going. Now, China has been dominating these competitions, competing in 7 series out of 10 already, and they already claimed 4 wins in Wuhan, Astara, Baoding, and Freiburg. They finished second 2 times, Poitiers and Netanya, and only finished outside the podium in the 3rd stop in Clermont-Ferrand, which they placed 5th. But players to watch on China, one is Li Wang, basically a 3-time MVP for this year. And so far, she's just been killing on the court, scoring where she wants and when she wants. She's only 5'9". That's 1.75 meters, I think. But the height isn't the barrier, no matter who the opponent is. And we can talk about that memorable performance in 2022, in which she was the MVP of the Asia Cup. And now she's doing even more work in the women's series here in 2023. Another player in China to watch out for is Xingting Zhang, standing at 195 centimeters, basically 6'3". That is my height. And this guard, big 1-2 punch is sure to disrupt teams throughout the entire women's series. You got to keep an eye on them. They could be the next Kobe and Shaq, but they're just in China, all right? Now, let's talk about some commercial teams. Commercial teams of the SC Yuanda and Neftchi are living up to the hype. Now, Neftchi from Azerbaijan has won 2 stops so far, Shusha and Netanya, and being the first commercial team to ever do so. They're breaking records, but the SC Yuanda has already touched the podium twice, being in 2nd and 3rd place in the women's series. Now, with their talent and resilience, I'm pretty sure they're just going to get better. And what they're displaying to me right now, they could be the 2nd commercial team in history to take home a 1st place prize, but they got to keep working. Last year's Women's Series winners, Canada, they're coming back strong. They're trying to defend their position when they went to the finals, but they only got 3rd in Orleans. And they had also a win in Poitiers, so they can still ball. Now, the Plouffe sisters, Catherine and Michelle, have again and again proven you don't mess with the twins of the North, all right? And also, they got some bucket getters in Casey Bosch and Paige Curzon. But this team right now is trying to show out to prove they're supposed to be the #1 team when it comes to the Women's Series. And we don't stop there. Now, we cannot forget the Olympic hosts of 2024, France, which taken home 2 wins already in their own backyard. They took it at Clermont-Ferrand and Marseille, where Letitia Guapo was taking home the MVP in Clermont, and the one and only Miriam J. Koundandé, I love that name, was the MVP in Marseille. So they can ball, and also they're trying to make sure they can prove that when you come to the Olympics, you come into our house, baby. So don't think that getting that goal is going to be so easy. Plus, we're going to talk about Spain rising to the top in Orleans in a hard-fought battle with USA, where the Spanish vet and queen Sandra Igurbide taking home the MVP. It was awesome interviewing you in Montreal. Can't wait to do it again in the Women's Series. The Women's Series final is in Ulaanbaatar on September 16, 17, 2023, and upcoming World Series tournaments are going to be in July. That's Pristina, Bordeaux, Edmonton, and Yichang. Tune in, FIBA 3x3 on YouTube to watch these live. Now, we've got some news from the World Tour when it comes to the men, and we have the Women's Series. And it's only a few stops that's already done, but there's a lot more countries we got to visit and more games to cover. Now, the Titans of Serbia have taken 4 Masters already, and the Empresses of China have 4 wins as well. But only time will tell to see who's going to be in the top of FIBA 3x3 when we get to that final, and the one and only Jeddah, and also Ulaanbaatar. If you want to watch any games, don't forget to tune in live on FIBA 3x3 on YouTube and follow them on all social media pages. And if any questions for me, your man Vince Chang, when it comes to the show, or do you want to see your favorite highlights? Do you want some more updates on other tournaments like Challengers and Quest to find out other teams and see what they're doing? Let us know. Send us a DM and send them a message, and FIBA 3G is going to get back to you. Now, the one thing I do know is that this World Tour is going to be something like you've never seen before. So you got to stay tuned because you never know what you're going to miss. Shout out to Maurice Lacroix with those buzzer beaters and everyone supporting this channel. Now, it's been your man Vince Chang, aka The Energy, and this right here was your 10-minute sprint. Peace.